Hello, inspirational educators. Adele Bates, Behaviour and Education Specialist here. And thank you to all of you who've contributed and shared the Positive School news thread. It's been an absolute joy to read. And not that I have favourites, but if you haven't seen the gingerbread person, they're pretty spectacular. So go and have a look for that. So a quick video to look at what has this got to do with behaviour? Why focus on this positive school news? How does that help anyone's behaviour? And the concept behind this is something that I'm writing about in my book at the moment, Miss I Don't Give a Shit, which is due out next year. And this is the concept that what we appreciate appreciates. And so really this is about what we focus on increases. And we know this because we know that we have a negative bias within our minds. And there's a very real reason for that, that when we were fighting the saber-toothed tiger, which was quite a negative experience, we needed to think about it. We needed to think of different strategies so that we would survive next time. And hence why we have this negativity bias within us. But when that negative bias is working in our classrooms, for little Jo, who keeps swinging on her chair, who keeps hitting Sam next to her, when we're looking unconsciously for that negativity all the time, then what we do is we find stories that reinforce what we believe to be true. And we believe that Jo's a bit annoying. And we believe that Jo needs to have some behaviour points. And we believe that Jo needs to now go and have a talk with the assistant head. And you can kind of see we have this self-fulfilling prophecy that what we appreciate appreciates. In that case, we're looking at the negativity and it increases. And so this is why it's very important as teachers within our classrooms and with our schools that we are consciously readdressing this balance and also looking for the positivity so that we can appreciate that. And this really works for our children, especially our children with behavioural needs. Because if we're not careful, if we are always seeing them and looking and thinking about their negative behaviour, that is what is going to increase. Because we're looking for it. So looking for positive news, whether that's on a school-wide way or in your classroom or even individually with one student, it gives us the opportunity to hold on to these positive moments and increase them so that those children with the behaviour issues start to be known for more than the kid who swings on their chair and hits the person next to them. They also get to be known as the kid who created a really cool sandcastle, or the kid who did their maths homework really, really well, whatever it is. So this theory of what we appreciate appreciates. And there are so many ways that you can start putting this into your classroom. And it's a real prevention tool. Because yes, we've got a global pandemic going on and there's some real awful stuff. And if we're not careful, we're going to get pulled down and dragged down, and we're going to start making environments for our children in which it doesn't feel good to be. And guess what? If our children don't feel safe, if they don't feel welcomed, if they don't feel like they belong, then guess what? They're not going to learn, and the behaviour will come up. So, of course, there's a balance. I'm not saying we need to be forcing this on and forcing ourselves to be Mary Poppins or anything like that. But it's looking for those small moments and actually genuinely appreciating them ourselves. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that these things are really hard at the moment. It's really difficult to even get this child in the classroom at the moment. They're having a lot of trouble. But actually, on Tuesday, when they came in, they got really engaged in that poem we were working on. And that's where you build. That's where you build on. There's lots of other strategies. Those of you who follow me will know that I give around positivity as a behaviour strategy, noticing the positive, building on the positive relationships. So if you want to know more about that, then do have a look through my blogs. You can go over to my website to find those, sign up to my newsletter. And if you are looking for specific training for your school around behaviour, then do please get in touch, as I'm offering that both in person and of course online at the moment. Okay, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I really look forward to reading more of your positive school news stories. Thank you.